All the rusted signs we ignore throughout our lives, choosing the shiny ones instead. Isn't that hilarious that I couldn't remember the thing about choosing the shiny ones instead? That's actually something that's called parapraxis. Awesome podcast by Malcolm Gladwell on that topic. Good morning world, morning walk, episode 23 from Hong Kong. This is kind of epic, getting up early to check out the city before everybody's woken up. And it's crazy just to be walking these streets that just a few short hours ago were absolutely heaving with people. Now everything's kind of closed down, shuttered, there's rubbish in piles. The whole place is asleep, just waiting for that madness to kick off again. A few stores are already setting up. It's early morning. Yeah, it's spectacular. Heading down for sunrise near the water. All the shops are shuttered. Early morning people on the bus, going wherever they're going. The place is just starting to warm up. Well, it is pretty warm. It's like 32 degrees or 30 degrees already and like 90% humidity. It's cooking. It's going to be a beautiful day. Alright, we got a pretty good sweat on. This is Kowloon Park. I'll be back here a little bit later. A colleague of mine said that this was a place definitely to come and check out in the mornings. Everyone getting their exercise in. Let's do it. I'm running down to the harbour. See if we can't get a good look at the sunrise from the east. Actually, you can just see it up there, can't you? The sun's just starting to come up. Well, it's not even sun, it's first light. But today's going to be a kind of epic day because I'm catching up with a whole bunch of students who are living and studying here in Hong Kong. So, you know, this whole trip was a little bit of a mistake, a lucky opportunity. So I thought rather than taking all of the time to try to work out what I should do here, what better thing to do than to reach out to some people who are currently like living and studying here. So they're going to actually be showing me around and you know, just talking about the favourite places that they've got. So you know, I'm going to talk more about that when I get to the park, and the fact that everyone has got this like experience, but we tend to overlook it. We tend to kind of want to always pioneer our own path, which is a good thing. But we can't forget the experience of others, which can like either get us places faster or like enhance our experience. Well, that was a spectacular start to the morning. Now I've come over to Kowloon Park, which was recommended by a colleague of mine. Let's come and have a look around. Wow, to start with, it's pretty spectacular. This has got some really awesome energy. There's people like pumping their energy into a tree, doing their exercises to limber up, whatever it is that, you know, works for them, their morning routine. It's magic. I've actually been thinking quite a lot lately about this idea of like taking advice. That's why I'm here actually. Why I'm in Kowloon Park is because, you know, a colleague of mine recommended that I come here and thought that it would appeal. And, you know, I probably wouldn't have come here otherwise. And there's this line from a song that I love, which I think is fantastic, which is, all the rusted signs that we ignore throughout our lives. I can't remember the words. All the rusted signs we ignore throughout our lives, choosing the shiny ones instead. Isn't that hilarious that I couldn't remember the thing about choosing the shiny ones instead? That's actually something that's called parapraxis. Awesome podcast by Malcolm Gladwell on that topic, about how sometimes, you know, what's the meaning behind the fact that I couldn't remember choosing the shiny ones instead. I guess I've been like obsessed about rusted signs, you know, paying attention to all those rusted signs in our lives, the people who have experience, the people who've been there before us, who've done things before us, and trying to profit from that experience rather than constantly having to do stuff from scratch every single time. So important. You know, we we underestimate people at our own peril. Absolutely. It's kind of overwhelming in so many ways. You know, it's beautiful that even in one of the most populous places on Earth, you know, there's probably millions of people within 10 square kilometres, 10 square miles of where I am now, but even amongst that, you know, you can still get these moments of incredible peace and beauty. It's like adjust the exposure there so you can see the colour. It's extraordinary. This is the power of the early morning, yeah? You've got like the frenetic energy of the day, people, the night, and then you've got the calm of the early mornings. Who knew that Hong Kong could be like this, right? I certainly never did.